Hi there, my name is Isaiah Sabitu. I'm your regular host on the issues that brought us around, knowing God's perspective for life, for relationship, and for purpose. And then we believe God that our content will be of immense blessing to you. We want to say thank you so much for the love, the comments, the contribution, the subscription to our last video. It has come as a big surprise to us with the enormous reception that we have from the video. It's been of so much joy. We've seen a lot of comments, a lot of prayers, a lot of people who have shared the video, who has liked, and then who has also shared it with other people. We are so grateful for all that you've done for us. We believe that our content is going to bring succor to your life. It's going to bring relief and fresh understanding so that you will know what you ought to know. The essence of why we're doing this is that we can preserve a generation from entering into error. We can preserve a lot of people from making mistake, and then so that we can all get it right concerning our life, our relationship, our marriage, and then the essence of why we are here on earth. We believe, God, that each and every content that will be coming to you will bring forth fresh revelation, fresh insight, and fresh grace will be poured out upon you. Thank you so much. We believe, God, that you will also be blessed today, and then you also be blessed with all other our content that will be flying on all our social media platforms. Today, I'm here again with my beautiful wife one more time. Okay. Can we meet one more time? Like I said the last time, Ali, like people say, okay, why don't you introduce her? So today I want to throw the part that I told last time. Can we meet one more time?
Like I said last week, I am Adijoke Isaiah Sabitu.
Okay, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for coming around last week, and thank you for the things that you share. I got a lot of feedback from a lot of young ladies that say, oh, thank you for that wonderful contribution. Thank you so much one more time. I want to say that the Lord bless you and the Lord keep increasing you. So today we want to really go further into what we started last week about relationship and about marriage. I want to ask you some few questions, and then we will contribute it. That okay, what was there any surprise that you got when you got married to your husband? Was there any surprise? Were there things that he was doing before that when you got married became like, oh my God? Was there any show? We believe that there are many people who have fantasy about marriage, and then is there any surprise that you met when you got married?
Surprises. Yes. Okay, I think I'll talk about just two. One of it is while we're courting, I used to see him as somebody reserved, that all he does was fasting, Bible, fasting,
Jesus,
and every other thing.
Okay.
At that time, of course, I was somebody that was, I used to have mood swing. This moment I can be all around, and the next minute I just want to be. So I was like, God. One of my sisters even asked me, like, she's a senior person, like, Joke, you are the moody type that your mood is always swinging, and your husband to be someone that is gentle. How do you guys intend to cope? Hope yours will not be a boring house. I don't know. I was just like, okay, let's just wait and see what will happen.
Okay.
And when we got married, I saw that my husband is this very playful type. I was like, God, how will I cope with this man? I'm not the playful type. My husband can be very as in when I mean very playful.
Really?
He can't be. So I was surprised that, wow, look at this brother that used to come to our house and we just sit down. Okay, that's one of the surprises. Then the second one is, I know my husband to be very organized. His dresses are always well ironed and everything. And so when we got married, and I saw that, my husband can scatter house for Africa. Oh Jesus, he's specialized in that. I think the first few weeks we got married, once I get back from work, is it that the towel is in the sitting room or somewhere. There was a particular day I got back from work. Okay, apart from this being a surprise, I think it's a two-way thing. It's also going to help us to learn not to make quick judgment, or to learn how to tame our tongue. That day I got back, and when I got to the kitchen, I saw that he had fetched water in buckets and put them all in the kitchen. I was like, I had to go inside the room, and I started crying that, Oluwa, what kind of person is this? I'm this type that likes everything well arranged.
Okay.
While I was with my parents, if my sisters entered my room and touched anything, I can specifically know that somebody, even if I was not told, I will know that somebody has entered my room and they have done something. And so I was like, God, how will I cope with this man? Initially I wanted to come out and start. This was just, I should not say anything. So it was when I now got to the kitchen to start cooking. Okay, I think I wanted to go into the toilet. I just saw that something had happened to the pumping machine, and there was no water in the house that day. And so I guess it just helped me to fetch water, so that pending the time the the pumping machine would be fixed. Okay, I was like, God, what if I had said something wrong?
Okay.
This would have cost a whole lot, or maybe it would not have helped me again in that aspect.
Okay.
So I feel those are just, let me say, the two major surprises that I got when we got married.
I also guess that one of the things that we need to know as we go into marriage or into a relationship is that people have their past, people have the way they live their life, and then coming into a marriage relationship, it will not just be a quick fix. Like she was saying, I grew up in a home where you can just come in, you drop your things, and then the next time you need it, you know where you are going to pick it. So I grew up in a place where I have my room and I know I drop my thing, I know where to go back and pick it. I could drop my book on my TV, and then the next time I come back, I know it's on the TV, I'll go and pick it. But my wife is coming from a place where things are line on line, preset on preset, book on books, cloth on cloth, brush on brush. No, bro, me, I'm coming from a place that book can be on cloth, plate can be in the sitting room, and then you pick it later. So when we got married, I was still with that kind of mindset. My factory setting was that, okay, I could bring my towel from the room, and then I forgot it in the sitting room. Then maybe when she's back, she's like, I would drop this there. So I was doing like that for the first 1 month. Then I never knew my wife would come back from the office and then go into the room, then start to like, what kind of man is this? To me, I was just being my normal self, and to her, she was just like, what kind of a guy is this on earth who will put a towel in the sitting room, who will forget his brush in the sitting room? And then because I do a lot of writings and I do a lot of things on my table, so I could just get a thought from the bedroom. Then I'm trying to put my biro to write it down. So in the process of that, I'm writing. I've changed my cloth. The towel is still in the sitting room. A lot of things. The brush is not back in the brush rack. All those stuff. So then she wasn't talking about it, but she was going inside. She was just like, okay, 1 month of marriage, everybody's trying to like, no, there should not be issue, there should not be trouble. But she was just bottling it up, and then I just feel that this babe liked this thing. Now she wasn't talking. So we went to meet, we were to minister in Abeokuta. So we went and we stayed with a friend who also got married at that time. And then we were just talking about our homes and then what we are learning. And then I just had my wife talk about that. My husband can scatter house. She will come back from office and then I said, where? How? I was finding too hard to relate with that. And then it dawned on me that, I've not been doing very fine. It dawned on me that I've not been doing very well. So I started to consciously reprogram myself. I do not take it that, this is me. The problem that many people have is that we are always putting this card out that, this is me, nobody can change me. This is how I've lived my life. So I started to consciously bring out that, this lady cannot go through this, but I can't allow my wife to go through. So I started to consciously anytime I remember that, my wife is coming back from office, just call her. I said, I immediately scan through the house. Where did I forget? What did I forget? With that consciousness, I began to like, okay, hey, my shoe. When I come back from any ministration anywhere, my shoe. Okay, go back to shoe rack. Go back to sale. With that, I at least I'm 90% better than where I was coming. I was coming back from where I'm coming from. So that's one of the things. There's always so many fantasy about marriage. There's so many fantasy. And another thing I want us to talk about in this video that we are pushing at is that I see a lot of people who are in a relationship. They have a frame of mind of what their partner should be. Like a young guy who has a calling into the ministry, and then in his heart of mind, his expectation of his wife is that the wife should be like, say for instance, a Sereta Jakes or Mommy Feto Edepo or a one Mommy Jomo, a kind of Mommy Grabamilo, kind of pattern person. We have this expectation in our heart, or we have this picture in our mind that this is how the person it should be. But when the person is not like that, we started to bring down this complaint. Okay, how do we relate with it? I will start from my hand, and I will allow my wife to talk. Then we'll just wrap it up with this. Then we'll believe that God is going to help us. I'm a kind of person that do so many things at night. I pray my night. I'm a night person. I could do a lot of things in the night: study, read, and then pray my night. So when we got married, then I saw that my wife was not a night person. I was like, first, I was telling her, say, people cannot be sleeping the way you are sleeping. Practically, I was saying it to her that people cannot be sleeping the way you are sleeping, and then become, so my intention was that she should be like myself. She should pray at night like the way I'm doing. So I was trying to measure her the way I behave. I was trying to measure her. I was trying to put pressure on her to be who I was, not who she is. So I was trying to make her be me, not trying to see her the way she is. So it took me a lot of time before the Holy Spirit convicted me that, see, the first point of call in the person you are marrying or the person you are together with, that you have to acceptance is the first thing. And then before you start to bring out the change, if you do not accept the personality of the person you married, you won't be able to influence the person to become who you want the person to be. So I first of all accept that, okay, this person is not a night person. So, and there is no way I can make her a night person in one day. So I need to see that, okay, what is our core strength? And I began to see that, this is a person that does many things of what she does in the afternoon. She are praying, are studying this in the afternoon, is in the daytime, and at night is her sleeping time. And nothing can change that sleeping time. So I started to accept that. So many a times the complaints start when people don't really accept their partner the way they are. We want them to be who we want them to be. We don't know that change is a gradual thing. Nobody grows up in a day. Nobody become whoever and whatever they are in one day. So we need to first accept them that, okay, this person, this is who you are. Then we need to start to try to bring the change we desire after the acceptance. So were you shocked at accepting, or was there anything you were like, let me accept this person before I started being my change? Okay.
Like I said, I think the major thing was the issue of the house.
Okay.
Like, okay, the rearrangement and everything. The last time I made up my mind that I'll just leave this person the way he is. Let's just manage it.
Hey, manage it.
Like, okay, not really manage like that. Okay, like you said, let's just accept it the way it is, and we can. That, I think it was October. We got married September. October, I went for administration, and he took me. He came to meet me there, and so it was on a Friday. The following morning, while we were coming, while we got back home, when we got to the house, I met the sitting room scattered, the bedroom scattered, the kitchen scattered. I was like, God.
This is brother.
I was like, what kind of, like, I think like 2 or 3 days I was not talking to you. I was just like, what kind of person will scatter the kitchen, the sitting room, and the bedroom at the same time? And he was like, he was trying to look for something, and so when he scattered the room, he could not. So I had to just sit down. I was like, God, if I keep complaining, then we will not enjoy this home. I know I am this person that loves everything neat and neat and neat, but okay, this person is somehow different. What do we do?
Okay.
Let's just accept it. So even if I'm going to complain with love, but I will pick it and say, hey, tèmi kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ now. At least when you put something here, you pick it now. And sincerely, over time, I just discovered that it will even be the one correcting me when I drop things where I'm not supposed to drop them. I was like, okay, that's good. I think this is better than just complaining and nagging and saying so many things. You know, when we are angry, if you are not careful, we can say things that will cause a whole lot of damage.
Okay.
And so I just decided in my mind that first of all, I'm going to accept this person that this is the way he is. Okay. That's just the way he has been wired.
Okay.
And so it is when I accept him, then we can be able to work out things and everybody, at least all through till I would say before Erioluwa became how will I put it, that she knows she can scatter the house. But before she was 1 or like a 1 year, before she started working perfectly, our house was perfect, okay, neat, everything, until Madam started.
Okay, discussion. So, so I believe that these are one of the things that could cause a lot of damage to the house, because when there is a lot of negative energy, there will not be peace in the house, and then there will be a lot of issues. I believe that this has been of tremendous blessing, and it will also be a learning curve for many of us, that acceptance comes before inserting the change that we desire. You need to first, okay, this is this person configuration before we start to reconfigure, and then the desire. In terms of spirituality also, we need to, okay, this is this person's lifestyle before we start to bring that change that we desire. Okay, so I believe that this is going to help, and then it will bring encouragement to our spirit to always strive to be a better person, and to always determine to make our relationship work. So relationship and marriage is work, and we must determine that we will make it work, and then it will get better. So thank you for watching our videos, and thank you for staying tuned to listen. I believe that this is going to be a blessing to you, and it's going to bless your heart, then it will help you to be a better person in your relationship and in your marriage. So thank you for the time. We're so grateful, and please don't forget to click the notification bell and subscribe to our channel, and please do follow us on all our social media platforms at God's House Network NG, God's House Network NG on Instagram, on Facebook. And please feel free to send us your comments, your feedbacks, and then the likes. So, thank you till we come here next time. Thank you.
Bye.
God bless you.